Hi, welcome to the channel. My name is Anna Zakkery, and at this channel we usually discuss digital marketing, how to acquire customers for online courses and coaching programs. For more than 9 years I've been doing that with ups and downs, but now we are proud to say that we are a team of 90 people spread all over the world. We on the daily basis work on making this niche of online courses better. If you check my videos, I mostly talk about how to acquire customers, increase the sales, but today I decided to talk about something different. What really matters behind the scenes. Sometimes we are too focused on hard skills, and that doesn't allow us to see a wider spectrum. What really matters in order to achieve more, what really help you to survive tough times. And if you are currently thinking that it is not the easiest time of my life, if you're going through some obstacles, watch this video till the end. I hope this will help you to overcome whatever you are facing now. So, short story, 8.5 years ago, I moved to the States. As you can hear, I'm not a native speaker. So as any immigrant, I've went through such a tough times. I was on the 8th month of pregnancy. I was together with my husband. He didn't speak proper English. My English was really bad. So nobody wanted to hire me because I was on the 8th month of pregnancy. I was about to deliver a kid. So this was really a tough time when you have to start from scratch. When you just left everything behind, your experience that you gained in a professional career doesn't matter anymore. You have to build everything from zero. Those times demonstrated to me that I need to have some solid points which I could hold for in periods like that. When you go down, you need to have something that can bring you back to normal. For me, I found that relief in researching my roots, my ancestors. I even do not know how I came up with that idea. I just was browsing the internet or I was talking to somebody, and then I realized that, okay, maybe I need to dive deeper into the history of my family. And that opened a huge story for me and impacted dramatically on every step I take nowadays on a daily basis. So you can see the wall of fame, as I call it, where I've collected pictures of my ancestors. The oldest relative which I was able to find is this lady. She is my grandmother. This side of the wall is dedicated to my father, and this side of the wall is dedicated to my mother. What was the idea behind that action to start collecting the history of the roots? Every time we think that we are alone or we cannot manage the situation, every time I face some difficulties in my life and I think that the goal that I've set or the task that I have in front of me is too big to digest it, and every time I have those periods when I go down, I look at this wall. This wall is right in front of my office desk. And I immediately start to remember that my experience, which I have in my head and which I have in my memory, is not the only experience I can contribute to the achievement of this goal. I have also the whole experience of my relatives and of my roots that is incorporated in my DNA. This is such a deep thought. Just think about that. You were thinking that you have an experience of, let's say, 35-year-old human, but actually, no. You have an experience of many years of your ancestors as well, and it's all incorporated in your DNA. I was shocked to realize that I have the same traits of appearance with my grandmothers. When you find that similarities, even just in appearance, you start to believe that, okay, number one thing, I'm not alone in this situation and I have way more experience than I thought. And another thought, that I cannot let them down. I was the first person from the whole family who came to the United States and who is trying to make the way for my roots, for my ancestors in the new country. I know that for somebody, these topics sound too deep and too difficult to understand. But if only you will think how much that experience matters that your ancestors has gained while they were alive, you will understand that this will make the ground under your feet even more solid. For example, while collecting all these pictures and doing research on my relatives, I found out that my grandparent was one of the most famous civil engineers in that region where he lived, and he built so many houses and facilities in his native city. He actually was quite famous. He was an entrepreneur, and I could inherit some of his skills. Of course, I can only guess what skills I could inherit, but still, that gives you a huge support in some of the goals. When you know your roots, you know what you are made of, you know your history. Just imagine why historical facts and historical sightseeings are so attractive for people all over the world. Egyptian pyramids. Why so many tourists travel, spend a lot of money just in order to see them, to touch that piece of history? Because there are so many famous stories behind that sightseeing. Don't you think that if you research your roots better, you will find the same stories behind your family? If we know a lot about some people's history, for example, if I give you the name Napoleon, you definitely know this guy. But why don't you know your grandparent, who is the part of your DNA? How can this even be logical? That's why when a year ago I set the goal that I want to know what I'm made of, I want to know what I'm capable of, and who were those people who participated in the action that I came to this world. I have started to collect all information online. There are so many websites where you just can, for free, find some information on your relatives. It didn't take me a lot of time to find all these pictures in open archives and open resources, and then maybe to give a couple of calls to my relatives and they just send me the pictures and I printed them out. That was the whole process. But now every day, once I start my work, I look at this wall and I clearly understand that I'm not alone in what I'm doing. I get that support every time I'm starting a new action, I'm starting a new project. I'm sitting here in front of this wall and meditate and just ask a permission and ask for blessing for the new beginning. Yes, this might sound too spiritual for somebody, but for me, it's a big thing that impacted a lot in my career. Let's discuss this topic in the comments. Do you believe that knowing your history and your ancestors might impact your career? In my situation, I clearly see now that once I've started to learn that my experience is not limited with the number of years I have, but it has way more years because we have the same experience with our ancestors. I have become braver. I have started to aim bigger goals, and I've gained incredible confidence in every step I take. This is how it worked for me. You can start your journey today. I just decided to share this with those who are going through tough times, and maybe these can help you to get back to normal. That's it for today. I hope you like this video. It differs a little bit from what we usually discuss on this channel, but who knows, maybe we'll create a new line of playlists and add some videos about motivation and soft skills. See you next time.